Hello and welcome to today's video in which I do a makeup look inspired by a recent read which I've absolutely adored, and that is How to Survive Camping the Man with No Shadow by Bonnie Quinn. So, some rules to help you survive your camping experience. 1. Pack some heavy blankets, it can get cold at night. 2. Place solar lights near your tent stakes to prevent tripping. 3. Don't follow the lights. I can't believe I even have to say this. Don't follow the lights. 4. Be wary of a friendly man who may approach you in shaded areas. If he does not cast a shadow, stop talking and leave as quickly as you can. So this is Night Vale meets the worst case scenario survival handbook in a campy cozy horror novel that will appeal to creepy folklore aficionados and spooky story lovers alike. Kate is our camp manager and she doesn't have a list of rules because she's trying to ruin your fun. She has them to try to keep you from doing small simple things that could result in your horrific and most agonising demise. Welcome to the Goat Valley campground. It has killed generations of Kate's family. The land is old and it's been passed down through generations of her family. But the campground's reputation doesn't just draw campers year after year. Creatures from folklore and horror have made Goat Valley not just their home, but their hunting ground. As campground manager, Kate has rules to protect her campers. If the man with the skull cup offers you a drink, accept it or you will die a gruesome death. Don't buy ice from the children with no wagon. And of course, never follow the lights. Ever. Still, not every camper follows the rules. It means not every camper survives their stay. I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. I had the absolute best time reading this. We've already said some of the similarities or, for fans of the Night Vale and that sort of thing. However, I haven't listened to the Night Vale, but I have listened or watched the Killian Frequency, and it kind of reminded me of that, as well as Summer Camp Ireland meets Magnus Archives, which is another podcast that's similar to the Night Vale, and Gravity Falls as well. It was just fantastic. So if you like any of those things, I think you'll adore this. Kate was such an awkward and dislikable character, but it really worked for where this story went and how easily the town people were manipulated against her. Her family already had a lot of bad blood in town, and despite everyone knowing that the old land is protected by Kate's family and without them the monsters would just roam free, they are still viewed in this unsavoury light because of the dark things they need to do to keep people safe, even if that terrifies them. That's one of the things I really liked about it. The characters were morally grey and complex, as was the storyline. I can see how this would have been a successful weekly blog post, but it had the feel of a naturally flowing story. So I think it was translated to, a traditional book format very well. The way it was written as a guidebook perfectly allowed for the natural conclusion of a chapter. For example, in the early stages ending with the rules, and that's how, that begun. It was almost like an antidote to lead to the rules, like a fable story, right? And this is why we do this. But it did slowly and easily develop into a more linear story of Kate finding a way to appease and protect the town, weed out those corrupted by monster manipulation and save who she could and kill who was too far gone. Honestly, it was absolutely fantastic and I had the absolute best time. It is part of a series and I will be picking up the next one as soon as I possibly can. Please read this if you haven't already, and if you have read things that are similar, chuck them my way because I would eat that up, I'm sure. And now I shall leave you to the rest of this video.
The silhouette's burning, the embers rising high, like a chemical fire, the flame won't die. Intertwined, darling, you and I. Barely scratching the surface. This obsession of mine is fueling the furnace. I'm up all night and we're intertwined. Darling, you The silhouette's burning, embers rising high, like a chemical fire. The flame won't die.